Hi everyone. Welcome to episode, fill in name of episode here, of 2BadEggs. I'm your host, Rennie, and our other host is also Mary. Say hi, Mary.
Hi, Mary. I get
Hi,
it?
Mary.
I did
All
a
right.
joke. It was funny.
Did everyone say hi, Mary? Okay, good. Very good, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, welcome to 2BadEggs. Our week's episode comes from a listener. We're going to play this game again because I like really rubbing salt in this wound. This one, yes, actually, though, right?
It did? Where? Who?
Yes.
Maybe.
Correct.
Maybe?
Correct. Was this not suggested by Lily in some form and fashion, and then we kind of changed it?
Yeah, she did. She suggested injury. Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you, Lily. Hi, shout out to Homegirl.
Thank you, Lily. Yes.
Yeah, no, we had injury, and, like, I've been injured before, but I don't know. Maybe
I
in the
kind of
future.
already did my injury, so
Oh,
we
yeah,
changed
that's
it
right.
to just to sick. Yeah. Because
Yeah,
we already did
it's
about the
super
time
sick.
I got wasted and broke my arm. So this is a different one that definitely doesn't involve drawings of toilets and drinking, because that's a running theme
Yeah, well,
on our
hopefully.
on our scholarly podcast, 2BadEggs. I don't understand why Hazlitt hasn't called us up already.
I know.
Or, The Atlantic, The New Yorker. Hit us up, guys. It's a classy establishment over here.
It really
at
is.
2BadEggs.
We're pretty alright.
We draw a lot of toilets. Yep, okay.
We're going down in flames,
Let's
guys.
crawl out of this hole and get started with this week's episode. Mary, would you like to... I guess I made you go first last
You
week
did.
and I regretted it, but I'm gonna do it again.
This is super sick, right? Okay. Are you sure you
Yes,
want me to go
super
first
sick.
for this one? Because I think you
I
know
don't
what this
know.
one is.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay, I'll go.
I don't know.
That's alright. I'll go. Okay.
I already pulled up your page, and having to find mine would take, like, a couple of clicks.
Yeah,
on
you're
YouTube.
right. It's rough. Oh, I should probably pull mine up, too, so I know what I'm looking at. Because I totally...
And your notes, right?
And my notes, my
Yeah.
super notes.
Because Mary
my
has
super
notes
sick notes.
for the show.
I do. I do though. Anyway, so this takes place in October of my junior year of college. For Vrennie's time frame, it was shortly after my first trip to the Ren Fair. It was probably a couple weeks after the Ren Fair. Maybe
Your
2
first
weeks.
trip to the Ren Fair?
Well, my
Was
first
that
and
the
only.
Camel Ren Fair?
Yeah, it was the Camel Ren Fair. It was my first and only trip to the
Okay.
Renaissance Fair. So this is 2 weeks after that happened.
That will be a future episode.
Yeah, will it? I don't know.
We're both gonna do our worst Jessie episode.
Oh God, that's right. I have so many though. Maybe that is the one though. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it was October, it was pretty chilly, it was super cold out, and I have had a history of problems with my tonsils. Ever since I was probably 5 or 6, for a period of time, I would have to go to the doctor once a year to get antibiotics for strep throat and stuff like that. It wasn't you need to get your tonsils removed, even though I probably did need to get my tonsils removed.
I mean, my sister had strep throat every single year.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Never got them out.
Right, exactly. So it wasn't anything that I ever thought of. But so it was my junior year. It was my thesis year in cartooning, and it was October. Okay, so the worst thing in my life hadn't happened at this. No, wait, yeah, it did. No, I don't remember. Anyway, I've been having a bad time. Thesis year was not great, and it only got worse from here on out. This was
Yeah, everybody starts feeling like they want to die in October, and then slowly progressive until they all attempt suicide sometime in January.
Yeah, actually. But yeah, no, the junior year was absolutely the worst year of my life in existence.
It was pretty bad.
It was very bad. It was when it started to go from bad to worse. Because it was already bad before, and then it just, got really bad from here on out. So, one day, I had a sore throat. And I was like, oh, maybe I should go to the doctor. Get the antibiotics and be over with it, because it's probably strep throat and whatever. But I have a very good reason for not going to the doctor that particular day. At this time, I was working at a frozen yogurt place. My normal schedule would be get up at 5 a.m., go to work because it was an hour commute, and I started work at 6:30. Yeah. And then I would be there until 2:30, and then I would go to 2 classes, and then I would get out at like 9 p.m., and I would do homework for like as long as I fucking could, and if I got to sleep, I would go to sleep, and then I would go to work again at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. the next morning.
You know, I was about to say this sounds like a nightmare, but then I was like, oh yeah, that was my life in college too.
Yeah, no, it was...
Guys, isn't college terrible?
It was also like my thesis year, so I had to do work. Like, I couldn't fuck around with it. I was in a really fucked situation, and it was real bad. But so I was getting sick, and I really honestly just didn't have time to go to the doctor. I have to do homework. So at 9 p.m., I got out of class, and I just went home, and I went to bed. I get up at 5 a.m., my throat still really hurts, and I assumed that it was like morning dryness. So now it was like stinging really badly, and I was just like, I just need to drink water and then I'll be okay. And I go to the bathroom to brush my teeth. And I turn on the light, and I am staring at, it's definitely like a horror movie moment, where it's just like a flash.
Every episode with you, Mary, it's just a horror movie.
It was really scary to, like, wake up at 5 a.m. and turn on the lights and see my face covered in blood. Just, like, crusted over, but still red. Just, like, coagulated blood crusted all over, like, the lower half of my face. And there was a lot of it.
Mary.
There was a lot of it, and I like, wiped my face up, and I'm just like, okay, I'm fine. I'm okay. It hurts, but I'm okay. And I go to brush my teeth, and I open my mouth, and my teeth are just, like, painted red. I look like a fucking monster from Bloodborne at this point. Like, it's really... And I put, like, the toothbrush with the toothpaste in my mouth to try to get some of the blood off my teeth. And,
Mary!
And, like, the mint from the toothpaste amplified the pain in the back of my throat.
Mary!
Just, like,
Why?
tenfold. And it was so horrible. I was... Why? Just, there was so much blood. I was just kept, like, spitting up more blood in the sink. And it was just like, okay, there's something wrong with me. So I try...
Why?
I try to, like, call my manager that morning, and I realized that I can't, like, I tried to leave a message, and it just came out like, I couldn't talk.
Oh, Jesus.
So I tried to text him, and I think he wasn't awake just yet. Mm-hmm. I didn't really have much of a choice, because I needed to pay rent, so I was hoping that if I went to work anyway, he would see how bad off I am, and he would just kind of, like, let me go to the doctor. It's still, like, 5 a.m., and I get on the train, and I go to work, and I'm still, like, swishing around blood in my mouth.
Why?
I'm still, like, continuously bleeding from my throat. And I arrive. I arrive at Grand Central Station, and I get up, and I turn to the yogurt place, and my supervisor is, like, standing at the door, and he, like, cracked it open, but he would not let me in. He was like, no, you're sick, go away.
Good for him. Good, at least he had some sense, man.
I had to go. But I needed to, like, go to the doctor anyway, so it didn't make any sense to go back to bed, you know? So I was like, well, I'm up, I need to just, like, go somehow let people know that I'm dying and then, like, go to the doctor.
Oh, no.
But so around the time I get there, it's 6:30. I go to the walk-in clinic that I normally go to, and I forgot that it doesn't open until 8 in the morning. So I have an hour and a half to kill while I'm dying. So I'm like, I can't eat anything, and it hurts to even swallow my own spit. Like, just gulping is, like, agonizing pain. So I'm just, like, in like a corner, like a just like spitting out blood and standing around in New York City, Manhattan, in the middle of October, freezing, like cold ass fucking autumn, 6 a.m., dying, waiting for the clinic to open up, because I didn't want to go to the ER, because I've gone to the ER enough times in my college career that I know that I can't afford it anymore. It eventually opens up, and a doctor sees me. I'm not really able to tell him anything. I'm just like, making horrible gurgling sounds at him. And he looks at my throat, and he's like, oh, one of your tonsils just popped. Like, you have a ruptured tonsil.
Oh, that's like a problem.
Yeah. And he was like, I can't really do anything, because I don't know what happened. What? Like, you can't, like, give me antibiotics or, like, painkillers? And he's just like, I don't know what the fuck happened to you. I don't want to, like, give you something like antibiotics and have it not be bacterial.
Well, but you're a doctor. You kind of, don't you have to do something?
He was just like, you need to go to a specialist. And he set me up an appointment at a specialist, but the soonest he could get me in was noon.
Oh,
so
good.
It's like 8:30 now. So I had several hours to kill, which I killed sitting on a bench waiting, because I couldn't do anything. I was
great, good.
Just sitting around. I couldn't eat. Normally I would love this, like, day off, and I would go get a bagel or something, and I would sit in the park, but I couldn't go very far because the specialist was still in Midtown. There's nowhere to go in Midtown to relax. You're just, like, you sit outside or in Grand Central Station, and you're miserable, and it's terrible, and it's cold. It's the worst. So, eventually, I got to see a specialist. She was just like, yeah, I don't know what happened. Your tonsil ruptured. Oh, please, God, just do something.
Yeah.
Like, please, I don't know what to do. Like, please help me. And I just started panicking because I was like, no, she's not gonna help me, and I'm just gonna die. Like, doctors tend not to really fucking give a shit about me, in my experience.
No,
like,
doctors don't give a shit about anybody.
I know.
I'm gonna go out right now here and say, for the most part, doctors are fucking assholes. Yeah, that's right, doctors. I don't like you. They're assholes, and they get paid too much to tell you no thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's hard when, like, I don't know, a lot of the time they just are kind of like, I don't know, that sounds like it sucks. And then, like, I don't get anything, and I just, no, this is really bad. This really hurts. I, like, can't swallow my own spit. I can't talk to anybody. I have to, like, go to work and pay rent. This is really, really bad. I need help. And I was just like, please just, like, take out my tonsils. I don't know what to do. And she was like, I'm not gonna take out your tonsils. Because apparently doctors nowadays fucking refuse to do tonsil surgery, which I get it, but not really, especially not in this situation.
No, that's your job.
It was horrible.
Why won't you do it?
It's like, it's the third time. There was another time after this where I tried to get my tonsils taken out for another reason, and the doctor was just like, I don't know, what if you get an infection during surgery? I fucking hate you guys. Like, give me fucking antibiotics.
What if you get an infection ever during surgery?
What? I always get fucking, shut up. Help me. Anyway, I feel bad, like, because I know there are good doctors, but good doctors don't want to see me for whatever reason.
Yeah,
so,
good doctors don't want to take you unless you have amazing health insurance.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say again, fuck doctors.
So
y'all get paid too much.
So all she could do for me was she was like, okay, well, here's some antibiotics. And I was like, great, that's exactly what the other guy could have given me. I could have saved, like, fucking 6 hours of my fucking life. She gave me some antibiotics, and she gave me steroids to help the swelling.
Cool.
Okay, so take 10 steroids and then 2 giant antibiotic pills.
That sounds like a lot.
It was a lot. And my first reaction was like, awesome, hopefully this will help. And then I stopped, and then I was like, wait, I can't swallow my own spit. What do I do? What else can I do? And she was just like, you either do this or we stitch up your tonsil.
What do you mean you stitch it up?
Like, give me stitches in my throat.
Oh. Well, how are you supposed to swallow them?
As soon as she said, like, sew up my deflated fucking tonsil, which is just, preposterous to me. Like, just fucking take it out. Just fucking, I don't need stitches in my one tonsil. Just lop the thing out. I don't care. But as soon as she said that, I was just like, you know what? I'll fucking figure it out. So I go down the street to, like, a fucking soup kitchen because I also had to take food with it.
Oh, good.
Like, I met up with a friend, and he can attest to this. I threw the biggest fucking childish bitch fit of my fucking life. I was full on crying and, like, grunting and, like, sobbing and just stomping my feet. It hurt so fucking much.
I feel like you're allowed to do that in that situation.
But I was just, like, full on, like, 3-year-old not getting what she wanted, but, like, so fucking painful. It was just
No,
awful.
I still think that's legit. I think you're allowed to throw a bitch fit. The only mistake was you should have done it in that doctor's office.
I know. I know. So, I never got my tonsil situation figured out. No one ever figured out what was wrong with me. It was just like, yeah, your tonsil blew up. Here's some pills.
Yep.
And I was just fucked for like 2 weeks. I was just a fucking wreck.
Yep, that sounds exactly right.
I still got them. I still got my tonsils. The one that popped is still like a little bit more deflated than the other, but you know, that's how it is.
I'm gonna say again, hey listeners, if any of you are doctors who don't suck and aren't terrible people who charge too much money to tell them that you have no idea what's going on,
please take my tonsils
please
out.
help our friend Mary.
Please take my tonsils out. I want them. I've gone to like several doctors to try to get these bullshit assholes out, and they won't do it. If somebody in the comment leaves the same fucking reasons that I have been getting, I'm just gonna like shit in your mouth. I will find you and I will shit in your mouth. I need these out. I am dying. I can't breathe.
You heard it here first, folks. Mary is gonna shit in your mouth.
Help me. Alright, that's it. So anyway. So Rennie, how super sick have you gotten?
I've gotten fairly super sick. There was no, massive amounts of blood involved in mine, so I guess I have that going for me.
Yeah. That's not so bad.
But yeah, so my super sick also takes place in college, because college is just a great time for your body to fall apart.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
like sleeping 3 hours a night and super stressed, and your mom's not there, and
college is like not good for you at all in any
it's terrible
way, shape, or form.
And I don't know. I'm assuming all colleges are like this.
Me too. I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope everyone else is just as miserable as me.
As miserable at college as we are.
Yeah.
I hope so, because God knows we paid more than everybody else, and we make less. Shout out to SVA.
Yo.
Way to go. Great school.
Name dropping.
But yeah, so mine takes place freshman year of college. So, you know, I got into school. Great school. Moved into my tiny dorm that was the size of like a closet, and I'm like adjusting, and by like adjusting I mean like drinking a lot and like smoking a lot of weed and like having friends for the first time in my like entire life, which was cool.
Yeah.
And you know, like I generally liked it. Like I was like, I like living in New York. I like walking places and taking subways and like, you know,
I miss that a whole
and going
lot.
to museums all day. Yeah, this is cool. I'm into this. This is so much better than the shitty suburbs.
Yeah, definitely.
But, as soon as I got to school, I think for probably a good 3 months, I could not keep down anything in my stomach except saltine crackers and chicken noodle soup.
Jesus.
So I could, like, drink and be okay, but solid food was a no-go. That was just not a thing I could do.
That's so weird.
I lost 45 pounds my first 3 months of college.
Yep, same. Actually.
Yep, I lost so much weight because I, like, couldn't eat food, and, like, I'd been to, I don't know, at that point, probably, like, 3 or 4 different doctors being like, what is wrong with me? Wow. And all of them were like, I guess you're fine.
What?
We can't find anything wrong with you, so go home. And I was just like, this fucking sucks. I was so furious. I was like, I can't understand why none of you people can figure out what's wrong with me. It was really terrible. And it was getting to the point where, like, I couldn't go to class. Like, I'd get so sick that it's, you know, like October, and I'd already missed like 3 of each of my classes, which is like after that you automatically fail.
Yeah.
If you miss 4 classes a semester, you flunk no matter what.
And you still pay for the class,
because
right?
I was like, oh, you still pay for it.
Jesus.
Yep, and you have to retake it, and that's expensive. Yep. So yeah, it was a really bad time. So I was like, I'm so fucked up. So I like wake up one morning and I'm just feeling so shitty. I'm like, oh my god, I'm dying. I have like my nose is running and I'm all like stuffy, and on top of that I haven't eaten like food in months, so my body is like literally falling apart.
Yeah.
But you know, gotta go to painting class or I fail, and that's, you know, $30,000 down the drain. So I chug a bottle of Dayquil and I go to painting class.
Oh my god.
So probably, you know, like painting class is 6 hours long. And halfway through you get like an hour break or whatever for like lunch. So we're at our like hour break, and you know, everybody's downstairs in the like cafeteria eating probably an Obama burger.
Yep.
Or mozzarella sticks.
Yep.
Or some other great food from Moe's Cafe.
Yo.
And my friends are down there, and this one guy comes down, and he goes over to my friend, my good friend Piderman, who's down there, and he's like, hey, Franny seems sick. You should, like, go upstairs and make sure she's not dead.
Oh my god.
And she's like, okay. So she goes upstairs with my friends, and she finds me lying on the floor, like, curled up underneath, like, a bunch of easels, just, like, lying there. And I am asleep.
Oh.
I am dead to the world asleep. I don't remember this. I remember being really tired and lying down. I don't remember falling asleep.
Oh no.
And so she wakes me up, and I'm like, I don't know where I am. How did I get here? And like, you know, we've known each other for like 2 months now, so she's like, oh fuck. You know, like, and like she was the one that this guy had went to, so she was like, okay, great. Now this girl's my responsibility. And our teacher was out sick, so we had a substitute.
Oh, geez.
So the substitute was like, isn't she normally like this?
No!
And my friend's like, no. My friend's like, no, Vrenny's a fucking weirdo, but no, usually she's more chill than this. This is a new level even for her.
More chill. I don't know, can you get more chill than falling asleep on the ground? It's pretty chill.
It was a lot. So she's like, look, here's the deal. I'm gonna take her to the student health office. We're gonna go. And substitute teacher's like, okay, sure. You know, like, she doesn't get paid enough to give a fuck.
Wow.
She's, you know, an adjunct, whatever.
This fucking teacher.
So my friend, she puts me on the bus, and we get on the bus, and she's like, hey, you know, there's like a shuttle bus that runs from like this side of the school campus to the other side of the school campus, which are like 6 blocks apart. So, you know, it's easier to just take the bus. So she puts me on the bus, and she's like, hey, you know, you should call your mom and let her know what's going on. And I was like, okay. And I, like, pick up my phone, my cool red flip phone, which I still had a flip phone in college. Yep.
Me too, I did too.
It was really cool. Mm-hmm, yep, a red one.
Yep.
It was great. Love that phone.
It was great.
So I take it out and I call my mom, and I'm like, hi, Mom, it's me. I'm on a purple bus. I'm up really high. It's just, I'm up high on a bus. And she, like, snatches the phone away from me. She's like, give me that. And she's like, hello? Mrs. Stolberger, I'm very sorry. She's like, but Frenny's like not, she's like kind of sick. She's like, is she on any like medications or anything? Like she's acting weird. We're going to the nurse, but she's acting kind of weird. So just wanted to let you know that she's safe, but she's like ill. My mom was like, I have no idea what my mom said to her. It was probably something along the lines of like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
She's fine.
No,
she's on a lot of medications because she's a special girl who has a lot of feelings, but like, I'm sure she's fine. Was probably my mom's assessment of the situation. I honestly don't know.
That's probably true.
I remember none of it.
Good.
Yep. And then I'm sitting there on the bus, and I was like, she's on the phone, like talking to my mom. I'm looking out the window. I'm like, look. There's princesses. Is it my birthday? They're birthday princesses. And I do actually remember saying this, and I do remember looking at, like, a bunch of little girls on the street in princess dresses and being like, oh, obviously it's my birthday today, because why else would you wear princess gear?
Why have we not had a princess birthday party for you?
I don't know.
We should do that.
But we should.
We should.
We really should.
Okay, let's do
and
it.
So my friend looks at me and she's like, it's Halloween. It's October 31st.
Oh.
Everyone's wearing Halloween costumes and they have been all day. And I was just like, what? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I was, like, kind of upset it wasn't for my birthday.
You're real bummed. Such a downer,
so
girl.
Eventually, I know, I was kind of bummed, but I'm sure I was also being very annoying and unhelpful. I do remember the entire time just being like, I just want to go to sleep. I'm just really sleepy. I just want to take a nap. And them insisting, and everyone being like, no, you can't go to sleep. You can't take a nap. And I'm like, but I'm just sleepy. I don't know. Maybe they thought I had, like, a brain hemorrhage or something. I have no idea. But eventually she takes me to the nurse, and the nurse is like, oh, I'll take her to the ER because I work for a school and I don't want to get sued. So they send me to the ER, and I sit in the ER intake room for 4 hours, and by the time a doctor comes over to me, they're like, what's going on? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm just really tired, and I want to go home. God. And they're like, well, you look completely fine, and we have no idea what's wrong with you. Here's a bill for $100. And I was like, yep, fuck you, buddy. And I have never gone back to the ER since, and nor will I.
God.
It's just part of the reason why I did not go to the doctor when I broke my wrist, because I was like, they're just going to be like, no, it's fine, go home, and charge me like $100.
Yeah, that's exactly. Oh my God.
Because fuck doctors. But you know, so we're walking home from the hospital.
Where this happened too. Damn it.
Well, Mary,
I'll have another chance. I'll have another chance. But
you know what? Even if doctors are the worst, we're walking home from the hospital, and I'm like, we're best friends now, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah.
That's your buddy.
And we've been best friends ever since until the day I die. So that's how to make friends. Drink a bottle of NyQuil and fall asleep in painting class and make them take you on a purple bus with princesses.
Did you ever get better?
Yeah,
did you recover?
At some point.
Or are you still, like, in this state of, like, constant death?
No, that kind of ended by, like, my second semester. I kind of got over it. And then I went home from the summer, and my sister worked at Panera and would bring home all the leftover cookies after her shifts, and I would eat all of them.
Panera
so
cured
I gained back all the weight that I lost.
Also cured you. Also helped you.
Yeah, hey Panera, sponsor us. I'll tell you about how your cookies cure all maladies.
Oh, I would say that for money.
Yep. Hit me up, Panera. I'm ready for those gift cards.
Me too.
Red Bulls.
Oh, God.
They'll fix dysentery and also probably impotence.
Yes.
You heard it here first. I have herpes, but then I rubbed some potato soup on my genitals.
Some fucking cheddar and broccoli. Just rubbed it all over.
I'm ready.
I rubbed it right on my cellulite and it just disappeared.
Yeah, it's gone now. Now it just looks like potato soup.
Thanks, Panera.
Yep.
Alright.
Cool. So, guys, tell us about how much you hate doctors. I mean, have been sick.
Tell us.
In your lives.
I want to hear the most sick time you've ever had, the sickest you've ever been, and then I want to hear something where a doctor did a good thing.
I don't know. I spent a lot of money, but now I get paid a lot to, like, I don't know,
just
sit
stare
around.
at you. Like, it's totally
stare
crushes
at you and make
on
you feel
my,
generally bad.
Totally crushes down on my doctor fantasy. It's really bumming me out.
Yeah, because you all suck.
Yeah. Why can't I just want a cow at a, like, doctor? Like, get me one of those.
I just wish I could go to school for a while and still be unable to do my job and get paid, like, 6 figures a year or more.
Yeah, that too.
Why is that not a thing, society? Come on, we're gonna get political right now.
Yeah. Leave for a theme suggestion, just, like, drop politics as, like, a theme, and we will have, like, a 2-hour-long episode, I promise you.
Oh, God. That sounds painful.
No, it's good. Don't do
Although,
that, please. Please don't.
Actually, I do have a really good one I could do for politics.
Oh, God, I
bet.
Oh, what a
an
hard
excellent
time.
Story.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
All right, yeah.
All right, so leave your stories. Check out our Patreon. So, If you donate $1 to us once per month, you actually get to see art from us that you won't see anywhere else, which is actually pretty rad.
Which is definitely something you want.
Yeah,
you
our drawings
really
are pretty cute.
Because they're really good.
Yeah, so you get like 10 exclusive art things just for $1 every month, and then like we have other ones where you get like other shit that are like drawings and like commissions and bullshit like that, and it's cool. So do that.
No, Mary.
Sorry.
They're beautiful works of art that we've done.
We're really good at drawing. It might not.
Yep.
You might not believe us now, but we are. We went to school to draw, so you should give us money.
Yeah.
That's how it works,
right? You give money to your doctor, don't you?
Yeah, don't you pay your doctor like $300 and he didn't do anything?
And really, who improves your lives more?
Didn't you pay like $200 for an MRI that gave you 0 results of anything?
Mm-hmm. So you should give us money because we'll also give you 0 results for anything. I mean, cute, fun wallpapers.
End episode. That's it. That's our finishing move right there.